All right. Good to see everybody. Thanks again for following us and covering us. And that was a really big win for our program and our season. I have a ton of respect for Virginia, Bronco, his staff, their players. They're a good football team, but extremely proud of the fight and effort and competitiveness of our football team. You know, to go up 14 and then 20 at the half and, a tie game going into the fourth quarter, and then to just pull away the way we did. Obviously, games are never perfect. There's a lot of things to clean up. The penalties were a problem. I don't know where that came from. That we've had more in this one game than we had, I think, the rest of the year combined. And some of those personal fouls could have been really costly. But I'm especially proud of our defense in the second half. So we've, struggled on that side of the ball. I thought we made some improvements against Campbell, but to play the way we did against an ACC team in the second half and only give up 3 points, really proud of those guys. I really want to thank all the fans who came out, especially the students. We completely filled out our student allotment. We had over 750 students, and really thankful for the students that coming out. And again, hopefully this gives us a little bit of momentum. But it was a good win, and we'll enjoy it. Then get to work on Virginia Tech tomorrow.
Dave, what did you see from the defense in the second half that kind of clicked them into gear?
Well, Virginia, and I said this earlier in the week, they probably do a better job of manufacturing offense as well as anybody. And, we didn't know who the quarterback was going to be. And then it wasn't Armstrong. And then, Thompson was playing quarterback, and they had Thompson and Stone in together. And they were in all these different formations and these motions. And it really – we really weren't settled because we had a Stone game plan, we had an Armstrong game plan, and then they threw that wrinkle at us, which really became a little bit of a wildcat game. But, that Thompson's a quarterback. It's not like you can completely ignore the pass game. And so they just really they had us scrambling in the first half. And then I thought our defensive staff really made some good adjustments. We started defending 98 in the backfield a little bit different. And, we just kind of settled down a little bit. And then I thought we also did a great job of defending deep balls. Lavelle, man, that kid can go up and get it. And that was really one of our goals, is to not allow any deep balls to him. And I thought our corners really competed hard and played well.
Dave, what did you think about special teams play tonight, and what was the thought for the pooch kick in the second half?
Well, we usually Jack Crane kicks the ball out of bounds, or not out of bounds, but to the end zone, and so we weren't kicking it as deep. They had some seams in the return game, and Coach Lindenberg and Coach Crawford noticed that to the field, their one back was really cheating in. And, they just said, hey, listen, I think we have this guy kick, that there's a dead area there that, we could probably, keep him inside the 30, 25, not risk the return. And who knows, maybe we hit a dead spot and we come up with something. So we just kept watching it, and the guy kept cheating. And, after we scored, we thought that was a good opportunity to give it a shot. So again, good job by Coach Crawford and Coach Lindenberg, noticing that, recognizing it, and deciding that they wanted to give it a shot.
Dave, what'd you think of Kenneth's run there? That kind of obviously turned the tide and gave you guys a huge momentum right there.
It did. I mean, that 75-yard run, it's a tie game, and we really, we came out like gangbusters in the first quarter offensively, and then kind of settled down. And, that's the big play we needed. It was great to see Torian make a big play, but, that thing gave us the lead, and then the sky kick. And then we converted that, and that really flipped it from a 23-23 game to a 14-point lead in a matter of about 2 or 3 minutes.
And Christian didn't play much in the second half. Is he just a little banged up, or?
He's a little banged up, yeah. So we got to see how he is. But he got a little bit banged up, and we're fortunate. We've got, we really have 3 or 4 good tailbacks. So that's a position we have depth.
Dave, offensively, you had some big plays there down the field with your in the passing game, especially in the first half. How would you grade your offense in the first half and in the second half?
I mean, it was really good. Like I said, we're younger and inexperienced at receiver, and you're watching those guys grow up in front of us, whether it's Donovan Green, Atori, Jacory, Roberson. Those guys just get better every game. And Jacory had 7 catches for 126 yards and a big play. Donovan had that big play to get us out of the 1-yard line, which really helped flip the field position. And Atorian had, the touchdown, which was a big play. So they're all getting better. They're all contributing. You hope games like this help build confidence. We've got a tough schedule ahead of us here. So we need to continue to get those guys better and make plays like that. And every time they go out and do it, I think it helps build to where we think we can get these guys.
Dave, what do you attribute the penalties to tonight? And it just seemed like every one of them were just so crucial.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to be more disciplined. And again, it's just some younger guys on defense, freshmen and sophomores that in the heat of the moment, they get excited. They don't know where they are on the field. I mean, I don't think they're malicious or dirty plays. It's just a lack of awareness. And obviously we'll address it. You don't get that, that sky kick, and maybe those plays cost you the game. I mean, really the one late hit after the kickoff really gave them a field goal, so again, disappointed with that, but heck, we've had some games that were penalty free and we lose. So I'll take the trade-off.
Dave, what about Jasir's leadership back there? You got some young guys that are really playing well, but Jasir kind of gives you guys some good leaders. You've been kind of, mentoring those young guys a little bit.
He is. I mean, he's got to be the leader for us back there. I mean, as you guys saw, we were down Nasir, Luke, and Kobe Davis. And really, we thought that was going to be our secondary this year. Luke and Nasir, and we had moved Kobe to corner. So 3 of our 4 starters in the secondary are down. And Jasir is the one guy that's played a lot. And you have Nick Anderson, who's doing a great job. Zion Keith is playing really well. Kalen Carson, who had a great pick tonight. Again, and they're like our receivers. They're young, but every time they play, they're coming. And that's why I keep saying that this football team has to be an ascending team. But when you're young, you need these nuggets and these wins to keep them going. Tuesday practice would have been tough, 1-3. And so this was a really big win for momentum to keep our season going, and to give the guys a shot of confidence.
Dave, I was going to ask if you could expound on especially what tonight could mean for Nick Anderson and Kalen Carson going forward. And I know you always say that you got to get freshmen on campus to know if they'll be immediate impact guys, but did you see this coming from either one of them being able to go out there and start in the 4th game of the year?
No, I mean, we were really excited about their ability, their smarts, their instincts, but I was excited about them being, the 4th or the 5th safety or the 4th or the 5th corner. We really, the corner may be a little different. Just because of what we lost, we thought a freshman could factor in there. But, I mean, I was feeling really good about where we were at safety with Nasir back and Luke back and Kobe back. So, no, I did not envision him starting for us. But he's done a great job, and he's a competitor, and he's smart, and he's instinctual. And, I mean, we just got to keep him going. And, the challenge of this thing is it's a long season. And so we just got to make sure these guys don't wear down.
Everybody good with Coach?
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Hey, it's Chris Seidel from Hermiton Radio in Baltimore. Congratulations on the win there, Coach Clawson.
Thank you.
Talk about, I know you guys, 2 straight games over 40 points. Is this something that's good for your offense? Because I know you played a team like Campbell a couple of weeks ago. I know they're Division II, but still getting 40 points in the last 2 games. Is that good for your offense, knowing that you're confident they get points on the board?
Well, I think it's been 3 in a row now. And,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, I'm pleased with our offense. We're further along on that side of the ball than I thought. We have 9 new starters on offense. And I really thought that would be a unit that would take a little bit more time to gel. And, our offensive line is playing really steady and solid with 3 new starters. And, all the skilled guys are new. And like I said, Ja'Cory, Donovan, Atorian, Nolan, all those guys are getting better every week. And so that's going to be the key. And again, we've got 7 more ACC games ahead of us. We play 4 or 5 more ranked teams. So we're going to have to keep getting better. But those guys have certainly improved from game 1 to game 4. All right. Thanks. We'll see you on Zoom on Tuesday.
How's everybody doing? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey, Nick. Yeah, we can hear you.
Good. How y'all doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Fantastic.
Good.
Was tonight really the first night this season that you felt like everything was clicking for you and running smoothly, or what's been going on tonight that maybe wasn't going on the first 3 games?
Yeah, I spoke with Stan Cotton this week and told him that I felt that after this week of practice, me, Jacob Zur, and Zach Murphy have finally gotten a rhythm back together, and I felt really comfortable, and I felt like we did a great job today.
I thought for a second you were going to attribute the performance to Stan Cotton.
I needed to. I love Stan Cotton. He's such a nice guy. We had a really good talk this week and just talked about last year. Got to talk about my family a little bit and talked about the start of this season. And it was really nice to catch up with him.
Was it good to hit that long one late in the game?
Yeah, that felt good. It felt good to get one with range into it. It actually was curving there at the end. Made me a little nervous, but felt good after it went in. But, it was definitely good to get a longer one.
Nick, what was the feeling after, Kenneth got that long touchdown pass or long touchdown run? Did you guys really feel like, the momentum was on your side after that?
Yeah, I think that really shifted it. I feel like there was a total change in the atmosphere and all the players on the sideline were going crazy. I definitely think that was a huge shift for us and giving us momentum going into the end of the game, into the fourth quarter.
Anything else for Nick? All right. Thanks, Nick.
Good. Go Deeks.
What's up, Ja'Cory?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Good.
Good win for you guys tonight. What's your initial thoughts right after the game?
Big win for us. We knew what we had to do coming into this thing. We went in, we stayed focused, we handled business and did what we had to do to get the win.
You guys had some big plays in the passing game, especially in the first half. What did that mean for you, the younger guys, to kind of get those big plays downfield?
It means a lot. We went into it knowing that we got to start fast and take care of business. It's a good feeling, to get them good balls down the field and, make plays starting early.
Ja'Cory, a career high for you in yards receiving. Did you feel like you had things going well in the first half?
Can you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
I said you had a career high in yards and probably catches. Did you really feel like you had things going all together?
Oh yeah, yeah. I noticed I had a career high. It's just kind of one of them things where I'm just play by play. I'm just trying to get going early. Sam threw a nice deep ball down the field for about 40, 30 yards, and it started off well. So I just knew after that, things were going to go well.
Ja'Cory, we've heard a lot in the last couple of weeks about how important it was for the outside receivers to win one-on-one battles. But you and Taylor both won a couple one-on-one battles. Is that something that you guys have also has that been hard to you guys as well, that you need to win one-on-ones when you get matched up with a safety downfield?
Right. So it don't really matter if you outside or inside. When the ball's up, the 50-50 balls, you got to make a play. So, me and Taylor, we're basically outside receivers when it's one-on-one balls. So we got to catch them 50-50 balls every time.
Ja'Cory, how often does the coaches talk about balance between the run and the pass, and how big was that again tonight?
Don't really do much talking about it. We know what we got to do going into the game. We have a plan, and we just got to execute the plan, and however it goes, it just goes.
Wasn't a whole lot of balance until Ken's big run there. How big was that run for you guys?
Oh, that run was huge. Coming out in the second half, we needed a big play, and Ken was able to beat him outside and take it to the house for a good 60, 70 yards. So that was really big. We needed that. We needed that momentum.
Ja'Cory, do you feel that as the season progresses, you're becoming more comfortable and confident?
Yeah, I've been confident and comfortable for a while now. I only think it's going to get better. I only think that our offense is going to be better. It's important to now, focus on the next opponent and, get some more wins.
The one incompletion. Let's get it fired up. DK wouldn't let me wear his chain. I was going to come in here with it chained up, but he had to leave. He had something to do.
What's up, Sam?
What up?
Big win, man. Your thoughts on the win?
Huge. How about that guy just walked off the podium and those big plays down the field, and then obviously Kenny Walker, special back. Christian Beal had a big night as well, and it's and then the one thing that never gets talked about is our O-line, and I think they've just done an incredible job, starting with Juergens. Obviously it's just really cool. He's my roommate. A guy came in with, and he's just doing an incredible job, just taking this thing over, and then all the way across, right? Guys are just making great plays. AT had a great catch to open up the game, really set the tone, and we just excited. It's probably the biggest thing from this game.
What did it mean to see those big plays down the field to Donovan, AT, Ja'Cory? What was that for you? What did that do for your offense?
It's huge, right? He builds confidence, and I knew it was there all along. We just an inch here, an inch there, and obviously we still missed some down the field, and we got to work on that. We're gonna, obviously tomorrow get back to it and start working on those right away. But it's just exciting for him. It's good to see smiles on the field, right? There's obviously the Campbell game was a fun game, whatever. But the NC State game, there was just that look of just kind of defeat, and to be able to get back out here against a really strong ACC opponent and get a big win like this is awesome.
Sam, how big is it now that you guys have got hopefully all your bye weeks? I know you got one more bye week, but for you guys to get into a rhythm now with some actual games in front of you?
It's huge, right? But very twofold. It definitely takes away from the recovery aspect that guys are used to being fresh. Going into this game, there's going to be some times where you're going to have to play through some bumps, some bruises, but obviously great because then again, we're not practicing as much. We get to, like I think the biggest thing I've learned is just you grow so much from playing in a live ACC, football game. And I think guys are growing and learning, and you can just see it on the field by production levels, and guys are just making plays. And it's very exciting to have the opportunity next week, hopefully, to come out and try and replicate the results.
Sam, you guys put 14 points up on the board in the first 3.5 minutes. Did it kind of seem like this was going to be easy at that point?
No, we knew, and Coach did a great job of emphasizing, and we tried to keep telling our guys, like, this is ACC. It's not going to – they're not going away, and obviously they didn't. They did a great job competing and battling all night, and I think our guys responded well by, we had some 3-and-outs or whatever, and we just kept as I think the biggest thing this week was we just had to be together. There was no division on like our offensive side. There's no linemen or mad at who. It was just 11 guys working together, and a couple guys coming in and out that just worked together and did a great job. I mean I felt like I was just part of a well-oiled machine tonight.
Sam, the play before AT's touchdown, he commits the holding that takes away like 25 yards from Christian. How gratifying do you think it was for you to go to him on the next play and for him to make a play like that says what about him?
It's again, just growing, right? I don't think, and he would probably admit like last year or maybe the first game, he would have been capable of doing that. And, it's just a testament to his character. He's grown so much in these couple games. And that's, going back to that last or a couple questions ago, talking about trying to get in a rhythm. And right, it's just, how you get calluses is you work and you work and you work, and then it builds tough. And I think with these games coming up, it'll definitely build calluses, and we'll be able to push through and like stuff like that. It will happen more often.
Did you get a sense from him that the drop against Clemson affected him for the rest of that game, or that he really kind of took that tough?
No, I think he, everybody made mistakes that whole game, and I think that was, far in the past. And he's done a great job, and he shows up to practice every day and works hard. And, it happens. I missed the throw at the beginning of the game, right? And we come back and we make plays.
The second half started off with kind of a rock fight in a way. No one really could get anything going offensively. Was there a little bit of frustration starting to set in until that Kenny Walker 75-yarder?
I think guys we just knew we should have been doing better, and obviously it starts with me. Missed some throws, made some bad reads, and again it's just trusting the system, trusting the process, and just doing that every single drive. And sometimes you just I guess focus, it could be a word or whatever. You're trying to make plays that aren't there, and again, you just got to trust the guys and trust the system around you that are going to make plays, and that's what we started doing with giving the ball to Kenny Walker, and obviously, he made us right.
Sam, how big was that run? I mean, for momentum for you guys, what did it do for you?
Yeah, it pretty much won the game, I would say. I think that I'd put that up there. And we always jog out, and we kind of say like, hey, like if it's a run, like, hey, you want to grip this for us? And I think that one I don't even know if he said that. I think it just kind of he gave me that look, and he just took it. And to be honest, I was looking for the next play because he was just sitting there bouncing around, and I hear the crowd kind of start getting excited, and I look, and shame on me for doubting Kenny Walker. It's fine to see him and go, but again, it's a cool kind of run. You're just jogging down the field, yelling and screaming who knows what, and Kenny Walker's just running. It's awesome.
Got time for one more for Sam.
You haven't played with Kenneth long enough to know that that's always a possibility for him to bounce around and then break it.
Yeah, it's on me. I'll take that one. That was one of my minuses for the game. Put that one in the column. All good. Appreciate it. We'll
open up for questions. Hey, Travion, how's it going?
Going good.
What changed in the second half for you guys?
Basically, we came out with a mentality that the second half had to be ours. Coming into the halftime knowing it was tied, so we had a mentality it was 0-0, and the better defense was going to win tonight. And we came out, we pretty much stopped them, hit on the only 3 points. We wanted to give the ball to our offense, let them control the game. We had too many weapons not to get the ball to. So defensively, we just came out and we needed to stop them every chance we got.
Travion, I know going into the season, it probably wasn't exactly in the cards that Nick Anderson was going to be a starting safety and Kalen Carson was going to be a starting corner. But what have you seen from the two young freshman DBs? I mean, this is only their 4th game, and they're both out there making some pretty big plays.
I mean, I see that they want it. They want to come out and contribute. They want to come out and make plays. And, I mean, like I said, it's unfortunate that our older guys had to go down with injuries, but that's football, and that's how sometimes the season goes, and having these young guys actually prepare as if they was an older guy, come in and watch film, prepare, and actually come out on the field and execute. That's the big thing that I'm seeing from those guys. They're coming out and executing at a high level right now and making plays.
What can a performance like your second half do for the young guys moving forward?
I mean, coming in young, I mean, making plays, it brings confidence that they're actually able to play at this level and play at a high clip. And, I mean, they coming out and preparing as if they were like me. So, I mean, having them go into the next game with this level of confidence that they can play, make plays, and execute is going to be big for us going forward.
Anything else for Travion? All right, thanks.
I appreciate it.